Okay, we are going to attempt a video and we'll hopefully will not stop in the middle of my work. So we're going to start off with the very first one here. We're going to try to work out the 5 points for this first classwork one. So the first thing we can get are the X-Intercepts. Okay, the X-Intercepts are going to be found by factoring this. We factor this, or there are other tools, but for right now we'll factor it. So x squared minus 4x minus 12 can become x minus 6 times x plus 2. If we set that to equal 0, then x could equal 6, or x could equal negative 2. So I have X-intercepts have been identified at negative 2 comma 0 and 6 comma 0. Okay, so now I have my X-intercepts. Now the next thing that we could find is the Y-intercept. Now the Y-intercept is what happens if x is 0. So I'm going to say if x is 0, so I'm going to copy this right here, copying that down here. Okay, so I've made that this, and if x is 0, then I'm saying x 0 squared minus 4 times 0 minus 12. But if x is 0, what that means is all that stuff goes away. So y is negative 12. So the y-intercept we can identify as 0 comma negative 12. Now, let's find the vertex. Okay, the vertex can be found by first finding the x value. So find the mean of the x-intercepts to get the x value of the vertex. So my x-intercepts are negative 2 and 6. So I'm going to add those together and divide by 2. That's how we get the mean of something. So we get 4 divided by 2, which equals 2. So our vertex x value is 2. We don't yet know what our y value is. So what we need to do is take this 2, which is our x value, which means it's our input, and we need to figure out what y is when we replace x with 2. So 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 12 is one way to do it, and we can figure that out as 2 squared is 4 minus 4 times 2, which is going to be 8, minus 12, which is going to be, well, 4 minus 8 is negative 4, then minus 12, and that's going to be negative 16. Now we're going to do it one other way. We're going to take the factored version. I'm going to copy that down here and say y equals my factored version, and instead of x, I'm going to say 2 and 2, and that's going to equal, so 2 minus 6 is negative 4, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So now I've got negative 4 times 4, which is negative 16. So now we confirm both ways we get negative 16. You could have just done one, but pick your one you want to use. So our vertex is at 2, negative 16. So now, our vertex is going to help us figure out our mirror point. Our mirror point is a mirror of the y-intercept. Okay, the mirror point is going to be on the opposite side of the vertex, on the opposite side of the axis of symmetry. Okay, so it's basically on the opposite side from the y-intercept, which is at 0, negative 12, on the opposite side of a vertical line where x is 2. So that vertical line is 2 away from our y-intercept, so we're going to need to go 2 more away. So in the same direction. So our mirror point is going to be 2 plus 2, comma, and we're going to use, it's going to be at the same level as our y-intercept at negative 12, and of course we can easily simplify that 2 plus 2 to be 4. So now, let's plot some of that stuff. So our x-intercepts were negative 2 comma 0 and 6 comma 0. Our y-intercept is 0 comma negative 12. Our vertex is 2 comma negative 16. And our mirror point is 4 comma negative 12. And now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see all that. There we have it. We'll label that. Okay, so remember we got our x-intercepts by factoring. We got our y-intercept by setting x to be equal to 0. We found our vertex by our x value by averaging our x-intercepts, getting the mean. And then we plugged in that mean into our function and found our y value at our vertex, which was negative 16. Now we have a vertical line at x equals 2. That is our axis of symmetry. I'll make it dashed to make it fancy. So that's a dashed line. And notice our mirror point is 2 away. So I'm sorry, our y-intercept is 2 away from the axis of symmetry. And our mirror point is 2 more away. So basically they are mirror images of each other on opposite sides of the function. And we can now plot the function y equals x squared minus 4x minus 12, and it lines up beautifully for the whole thing. All right, I'm going to stop the video. I hope this has helped somewhat in your thinking through how all of this works.